She's good. She's on the way. She'll be here at some point. That's the therapy style drumming that's getting very popular with people. It's a form of stress reduction initially, but now it's evolved into more of a psychotherapeutic process. But it's not really psychotherapy. I think it's better. It has to do with people are they're getting nagged by feelings and distractions, and they feel tension and stress. Yeah. She just did a half-hour session. Yeah. So people come in, once they start to understand what they can do with the drum, they'll want to come in and go a little deeper with their own personal growth, And there's a few things, that really help when you use the drum for doing personal focusing. Yeah, pull the whole rig in. Really good. All the way in. No, that's good. That's fine. No, let me know if you need help or question or whatever. No, Sunday afternoon, this is what we do, It's all kinds of sounds, Good. So we get the deep tone, the heartbeat, the downbeat right in the middle of the drum head. Further in. Yeah. And use your whole hand, and then come up quickly and hover. There you go. And then your other hand. Yeah. One, then they go into the other one. Back and forth. Back and forth. Get that other one going. But you got to go into the middle with the other hand. There, now you got it. Back and forth. So the deep tone in the middle. Just get focused on the big one in the middle. And then the other. There you go, and then back and forth like that. Good, now you got it. Good. Now that's mirrored hand activity. That balances the brain hemispheres. It's not easy. A lot of people get distracted because their belief system is so rigid, locked in, that they can't do that. Because the way they've been viewing the world is it doesn't want to change. It's got a real stubborn attitude about it.
How does the belief system affect the breathing?
Well, slow down now. By slowing down and letting that deep tone settle in, the balancing of the front hemispheres of the brain creates a unique mental condition of relaxation, and the unconscious starts to open up and speak just by doing this. So we get lost, and then we come back to that down. And then we keep slowing down until it's so slow. You come up off the head so you can tone. Yeah. Now it starts to relax even more. Back off a little bit more. Good. Now, when we get all the way down to a place that's comfortable, the person can actually talk about whatever it is that they need to talk about. Their life, the problems, the good things, whatever. So as they talk and continue to hit the drum, there's this shift in the emotional, charge on those things. Because you're doing something that's actually kind of fun, but it feels really good to the body and the mind. So you come up with a story about whatever happened or whatever condition, and for the person to actually speak it is a big victory. A lot of people can't even speak what they need to say, right? But when you're hitting the drum, it's a little easier to actually speak what you need to hear yourself say. So as you do that, then psychology shifts.
They just talk about whatever's on their mind.
Yeah. And that's what shifts it, that slowing down, that laid back groove. And it's worked for a lot of different things.
I don't know if I can talk while
We'll,
do this.
we'll slow down a little bit more, see what we can find. Because it doesn't matter if it's correct musically. This is not music. That's a good thing. So what happens when we slow down is this fear mechanism relaxes. And then we can sort of feel safe enough to talk.
Seems like your hearing has improved since I
It
last
has,
came.
yes it has.
Last time I was here, you wouldn't have been able to hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm much better.
How did it improve?
It was an allergy.
Really?
That and potassium deficiency.
How did you find that out?
It was really sort of a miraculous, mysterious discovery.
Was it a doctor that figured it out?
The
Or
doctors couldn't figure it out. None of them.
a naturopath or something?
Yeah, none of them. None of them.
So how did
It
you
was
find out?
the eustachian tubes dried out because I was working out a lot at the gym, drinking a little bit of coffee, and just pushing it. So the eustachian valve got dried out because I'm breathing really hard a lot. When I'm drumming and we're running and so that dried out the valves, and the valves get stuck in the open position, which means I can't hear out, but I can hear in. So I can hear my heartbeat, my respiration, but I really couldn't hear out. It's like inside a barrel. It's horrible. About 6 months of that. So I was watching a movie, and I can't hear, but I'm reading the dialogue, and it says, if you're going to walk the Redwood Highway, you need a lot of potassium in your system. And Tom Skerritt said it to a grandmother who was walking, through the redwoods. And the word potassium just lit up like it was neon right on the screen. Potassium. So I Googled it a little bit, because I've been Googling. And it's like, nothing really came up. So then a friend talked about the eustachian tubes. So I said, Googled that, and clearing eustachian tubes with potassium, I got one page in Wikipedia that describes this unique condition, which is the eustachian tubes get stuck in the open position, and there's no cure. And usually most people just commit suicide.
Really?
So it said at the very bottom that sometimes potassium saturate will close the valves up again. Not guaranteed. Okay. So maybe not. So somebody came in with a bag full of bananas. I mean, like the next day.
The girl who was just here.
What's that?
Cecily.
Yeah, the woman who's just here.
Huh.
From the Buddhist center. They put fruit around the temple, and then they give it out to friends. That was like the next day. Whole bag full of bananas. So, okay, maybe Chris is telling me, give me a bunch of bananas. Potassium. So I went over and got a potassium supplement at the co-op. In a day it went away. I can
Oh
hear
my
it.
God. That's amazing.
It is.
So, do you think that would work for tinnitus?
What is it? Tinnitus? Yeah. Tinnitus, yeah. What I'm seeing about tinnitus is that it's a partly a neurological, it's the brain making sound. We hear it. And there could be an allergy, which messes with that eustachian tube valve. Because when it gets stuck open, that's when I could hear my own brain humming. And high frequencies. The tinnitus, what I lived with for years. So, and a friend of ours, I gave him some potassium, and he said his tinnitus went away for the evening. I just had some and I let him try it. He noticed the difference.
My husband has tinnitus, that's why I'm asking.
It might work. See, we don't get much potassium in our system, in our food. We need it, but we don't get it. And plus, if there's anything like alcohol or marijuana or cocaine or any of that craziness, it's like, yeah, it's going to burn up the potassium right away. Plus, there could be an allergy reaction to marijuana. Most people don't think that's possible, but now they're discovering that, yeah, there is an allergic reaction.
So, what's the allergy part of yours?
That was the marijuana.
I mean, is that related to your station too?
The allergy reaction in my system. See, people have allergy reactions. Sometimes you swell up in the face, or you get, a rash or whatever. Sometimes the eyes itch. Right? Hay fever. But allergic reaction is the body's way of saying, this is not good. I can't deal with this. And it'll do whatever it can to get the attention of the body, of the mind. The body's trying to send a message to the mind, saying, this is not healthy for this body. So an allergic reaction is a wide range of physical symptoms. Like, for instance, I've had other allergic reactions with yeast, which also is a cause of tinnitus. Most of us have a high yeast population in our system. And in order to reduce it, I take Candex. It's a co-op. Good. It's called Candex. Is the brand name. Yeah, Candida is the condition. So Candex is an enzyme that kills yeast in the blood. So like if there's a sweet, if the diet is sweet or alcohol or any of these things that create yeast in the blood, then the Candex will kill it. It's the only thing that actually kills yeast. The rest of them, the probiotics, all that stuff, they sort of deal with it, but they don't reduce it enough. Most people have too much yeast. Now, the behavior of yeast is a big reason people become alcoholics or pastry addicts or chocolate freaks. Because when the yeast population gets so high in the body, it forces the human being to go out and get some sweets. Whatever kind of sweets the yeast likes to eat. If it's alcohol, then you've got an alcoholic. If it's something else, that's why it's so difficult for someone who tries to stop drinking and doesn't address the yeast problem. Because yeast actually is stronger than the human personality. So people are going, I have the willpower, I'm not going to drink. Sorry. It might work, but you can't guarantee it. What's usually happening is the yeast finally says, you're going to go out and you're going to get something sweet for me to eat now. So what happens is when the yeast gets the sugar and eats the sugar, the yeast then makes it a waste, an excretion. It goes to the bathroom, in the body, in the bloodstream. And that toxic waste is the real problem. It's a neurotransmitter scrambler. It ruins the nervous system. It's a neurotoxin. So people drink and then they have a crash a couple hours later. And that crash is where the neurotoxins are just running rampant through the body, through the bloodstream. Now, a relatively healthy body can have ways to get rid of the neurotoxin because it's deadly. Makes people very, very, very sick, emotionally as well as physically. So the body tries to throw off the neurotoxin that's now in the blood, coursing through the blood, affecting the brain, respiration, heart rate, everything. So the body excretes the waste of the yeast two different ways, at least. Through the man, it's through the feet. Because with men, the thinnest skin tissue is in the feet, between the toes. And that's what guys call athlete's foot. Women excrete it through the reproductive system. So, what happens then is that if it's a serious level of yeast that's waste getting out of the body, will eject it, it'll become painful because the body is like getting rid of it as quickly as possible. And sometimes, like I couldn't walk after I'd had one beer the night before. And it's like, what is this? So I, again, went to co-op and I learned chemistry. That's why the Candex is so important for somebody who's, and I'm dealing a lot with recovery people. And I try to explain this to them because they just think 12 steps going to do it maybe or whatever. It's like, no, you got to deal with the chemistry.
But do you have to take it forever?
No. So you take the Candex probably a few weeks at the most till you knock down the yeast population, but it's always going to be there. And then if it comes up again, you'll notice it because when it goes down, you feel pretty good. And then suddenly you're going, why am I feeling like nasty again? It's like, oh yeah, I had that sweet the pastry the other night, and I had a glass of wine, and it's like the sugar just sneaks up. The yeast is very, very sneaky. But the problem is the neurotoxin waste.
Do you think that would help tinnitus?
Yeah. Now, what it does is it cleans the blood. And tinnitus, again, it's an allergic reaction. And we don't totally understand how it's going to deal, how it connects to the yeast population. But I've noticed a difference. Potassium and Candex, that's what I'm on. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. And my multivitamins. But yeah, extra potassium. I'm taking a mineral. We're both taking a good mineral supplement. And a multivitamin. And what else? Yeah, just a healthy. Like I have a powder that's like a nutritional powder that I mix up once in a while. But every day I got to take potassium and Candex. So I said, okay, no more recreational drugs, right? No pot. So I stopped smoking pot and it really cleared up. It's like, wow, okay. So I've been told before, and I suspected that I was probably allergic to marijuana.
You think stopping drinking alcohol is important?
I feel it. If I have one drink, I feel it the next day.
In your ears?
Yeah, the ears ring, it's hard to hear. See, right now they just kicked in, now they're ringing.
Really?
Yeah, but it has to do with blood pressure too.
Do you have high blood pressure?
So I take a Chinese herb that I get from the acupuncturist. It's really good. It's nice. Hey, good. Oh, you guys came back. You were in before for the drumming. Yeah. Good. Come on in. Let's get comfortable. You want to get a drum? You gotta do this? Okay. Good. Get settled. Can you fit in here? Easy. No, this is drumming meditation workshop.
Okay, please. I need that.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, hey, make some room here. Why don't you clock around, face me a little more. So
Have
there's-
some for you.
No, good. Just turn around there so you can make room for a drum control. Now first I get everybody to relax, and then we play fast and get crazy. But first of
No,
all,
I don't need
you
to.
got it. Good. I'm glad.
We got enough of that.
Get plenty of it.
You know, the Brazilian drum.
Sure. Yeah, I do all that too.
You do that too?
I've been a drummer my whole life. I've played everything.
Yeah.
I played with the greats. I've been on stage with the greatest. So, yeah, ready to go. Thank you. Give me all the stops. Okay. Now these stands are what we've designed to tilt the drum at the correct angle. Because you have to tilt. Hold on. Pull the whole rig. See, the drum has to tilt. You gotta pull it in snug. good. No, I don't want to. You want one? You got one? So first things first, right in the middle of the head, just use your whole hand, and we're going to get the downbeat. Now the down, now when you hit it, come up off the head. Come up and float. Just float, hover over the head. Yeah, you got your bracelet folded. So we're going to all stay together on the groove. Okay. The downbeat, that's the heart. It's an anchor, and it's a secret for great rock and roll and rhythm and blues. Now, not all the little notes. Don't go there. Now get your other hand going. Just keep all the space. Don't fill all those notes. I know you're young blood. You want to just go and play as much as you can, but we got to leave space. Okay? Leave space. Space is important. You got to feel the groove. Instead of playing from here, you're going to play from here. You're going to feel. Okay. Feel is a magic ingredient in great music. Rhythm and blues, soul music, rock and roll. So you got to relax and feel. It's not about playing all the notes. It's playing the right notes. And leaving the space. Now, as you settle in, relax, you can start to improvise. But this downbeat's very important. That's what creates community. That's what holds everybody together. That's why a rock and roll band stays together for 65 years. Because they all agree on the same downbeat. And everybody's together. So everybody backs each other up. Okay, we ready? I We're going live. We're on YouTube. Good. Good. Keep going. Good. Okay. Welcome, powers of the East. Welcome, powers of the East. Welcome, powers of the East. Yeah. Welcome, powers of the East. Okay, so. Welcome, powers of the South. 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 Welcome, powers of the West. 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 Welcome, powers of the North. 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 Welcome, powers of the sky. Welcome, powers of the sky. Welcome, powers of the sky. Now, most important thing in a drumming group is to have a good ending. And when you have a good ending, everybody knows where to clap. It's important to clap, right? So I'm going to show you a big ending that I learned when I was a rock and roll drummer. It never fails. You do this ending, everybody will clap. Ready? Last one. Oh, yay!
Oh, I love it.
That's great. What's your name?
Bruno?
Bruno. Shireen. Shireen. I'm
Yeah.
Kathy. You know, buddy.
Buddy, yeah.
Hello.
Good.
Susan.
What time is it?
Oh, I was just turning off my phone.
Oh.
49.
Oh, okay.
I just realized it
We're
was
doing good.
ringing at any moment. and-
Oh, what is that noise? That's what it is. Somebody outside is playing music? Good. Okay. So you see how the downbeat holds it all together.
Yeah.
That's a New Orleans invention. It's not African.
Is what is that?
It was invented in New Orleans about 300 years ago.
I see.
See, New Orleans was very international, more international than any other city in the world. At that time, it was the most sophisticated place in the world. And all these musicians, African, Spanish, Portuguese, Europe, Far East, American Indian, you know, everybody came together, and they were allowed to play music together. It's the only place. So, and they said, how are we going to do this? So the women said, look,
Yeah, she's
we want to dance.
into it.
We don't care how good you are as a drummer, okay? Doesn't matter. We want to dance, and we're all from different places in the world, so make it simple. As a matter of fact, why don't you guys, all you genius drummers, why don't you at least agree on one note? Why don't you all play one note? So, glad I thought of it, right? And that became the downbeat. So that's an anchor. And everybody agreed to the anchor note. And so the downbeat then is like the heartbeat, but it's also like this cultural agreement that everybody says, okay, we're all going to support the downbeat, and it's going to work. It's going to hang together. Girls can dance, we'll make a few bucks, put the hat down there, and buy our freedom, and get out of here. Plus, it's fun. If you go like to Venice, have you been down to Venice? The drumming is nuts. Yeah, so everybody's going to have a little room to solo, not a lot, just a little, because everybody supports that downbeat. And if you don't think like you want to play a lot, good. Support the downbeat, just that note. That's the most important note. So everybody support that. Then the hot doggers can take off if they want. But generally, the groove is this flow of a very simple, basic foundation pattern. You don't have to hit hard. Small room. Drive the neighbors crazy. So it's a musical instrument. You don't beat it up. You get it to sing. Yes, Tito Puente's conguero. He'd say, you don't hit a conga drum. You caress it. You make it sing like a woman. So it's not violence. It's not muscle. It's quickness. See, my first drum teacher was a woman. I was young, very young, 8, 9 years old. Studied with her for 6 years. So I got all the medals, and I could march, and timpani, and the orchestra, and all that stuff. That was up north in America, back east. But then I ended up in the deep south in the early 60s. And I played rhythm and blues. And I had to move from here as a drummer down to here. Feel. My job, get the girls to dance. That was my job. That's what this is. So then all these years later, after I took my suit and tie off, left the film business, done, came back to the drum to relax. I had 6 secretaries. 6 secretaries outside my office at the Culver City Lab. Had all the top shows. Dallas, Hunter, Falcon Crest, Knots Landing. That was back in the 80s, before you guys were born. And I was miserable. But before that, I'd been a rock star. I drummed all over the world. And they came to me and said, you're being bootlegged. At the top. Because when I'm sitting there and my secretaries came in, said, Mr. Helm, during lunch, right? They said, what's the coolest job you ever had? Because they were just like, lunch conversations. I said, that's easy. I said, getting girls to dance. They went, huh? I was a drummer, rock and roll drummer. I am a drummer. You know, so I realized I was missing it big time. Plus, they sent out all these bootleg albums that I was playing on, and I listened from Europe, you know. Like, man, this stuff's really good. It's not just sort of good. It's really good. You know. So I said, you know what? I got to leave. I said, you're the youngest vice president in Hollywood. Yep, I'm out of here. So Kathy and I went to Bali to get stuff for the shop. She's had this place 30 years. And we were up in the jungle, and the guy had a little shop like this.
The jungle of Bali.
Yeah, Ubud. That's Ubud.
Ubud, yes.
It was 30 years ago. And he had stuff, you know, Kathy was like bargaining, you know, carvings and stuff. Very nice. Hi, come on in. And I saw a drum, like under the shelf, you know, and I pulled it out and I started playing the drum. Just a little bit. And he freaked. He says, you are a drummer. And I went, no, I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. Like dead rock stars, I don't go there anymore. He says, no. He says, you are a drummer now. I went, okay. I was very bitter. Come on, if there's a question, let me know. We do this every Sunday afternoon. And there's a flyer for it there. But if you're like shopping, technically we're still a store. So you can come on in and you know take a look around. Now lay it back there, don't push. Just relax. Just slow it down. You don't speed up. You got to find that place where you relax.
Okay, we gotta go.
Okay, fine.
It was a great experience. I even didn't get one of these one day.
Okay, good. Well, normally, you know, for coming in, it's an hour and a half on Sunday afternoon, 3 to 4:30. It's $20 a person. So you guys didn't, you know, you're not spending the whole time. But if you want to contribute, you know, and donate something, whatever, you know, or you want to pay the $20 per, whatever. Whatever.
It's
you,
okay. If you accept credit card, I give you $20.
Sure, yeah.
I didn't know it, but
no, yeah, I'm telling you after the fact.
okay, that's okay.
Good. Yeah, she can work it up for you.
Just walk it here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, what's the one for the
Very kind of you. So this
Djembe.
one of these.
Djembe.
Djembe chum.
Yeah, this one, this price is $7.95 on that one. And you can, you know, there's some different price. That one's a little smaller.
Yeah, to get to
Yeah. And then the stands, you know, those are handy too.
come together.
No, the
How much?
stands are separate. Yeah, we got wooden stands too.
To get the plan.
stands are 75, right?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, come on in anytime, check it out. We do this 3 times a week.
Nice to drum with you guys.
So it's like Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Nice to drum with you guys.
Okay, it's my pleasure.
Thank you.
But you got it, that was good.
Yeah,
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
I
it's
felt
really
good.
fun.
It's my first time. I always look at dinner thought was.
Well, we call this,
was
it's
about-
different.
It's about the inside, really. You just throw it there.
Right,
You know,
I like the way you say you're gonna make
You
it
should not
sing.
think. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well,
That's more gentle, actually. It's more sensual, it's more groove dance, so it's not aggressive. You know, a lot of guys get on the drum and it becomes aggressive. I know that, but we don't have to go there.
Autograph.
This is like, it's positive, you know, very positive, and it feels safe.
I'm a lot in Bali. It's got something is magical, but there's something
Very
that's
magical.
there.
We were the first drummen. We were there 30 years ago. They didn't have any of these. Now we get a couple from Bali every once in a while. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, we drummed and it turned into an amazing event.
Super.
Yeah.
Anyway, really nice.
It's
Thank
nice
you so
meeting you
much.
both. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Were you up at the organic and heard us? Is that what's going on? Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anytime. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
yeah, take a picture
Yeah.
of before this time.
Okay.
Wanna hold the drum?
What?
Taking pictures with the Polaroid.
Go ahead and hit it. Don't be shy. Go ahead and hit it. Yeah. find the downbeat with us. Think it's a post. Pretty vacant. So vacant. Oh, it's an old Sex Pistols song. Pretty vacant. So vacant. We are in the healing light. 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 Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. We are in our higher self. We are in our higher self. We are in our higher self. We are in the higher self. We are in the higher self. We are in the higher self. We Big Andy. Here it comes. And last one. Oh,
How's your daughter? She's pretty good. She's in Portland still. And she was here this past weekend, actually. She's a little weird, but seeming to be more or less okay.
could you
Yeah, that was good.
could you hand me that white harmonica case up there on the shelf? The little white plastic one. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of rain. Although apparently it hasn't been raining that much. No. If no one comes, do you still do this?
Sometimes.
You're in the mood.
Buddy's
Okay. Yeah. Do you have a lot of like private people coming for private things?
So it's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a waltz, you know. Nobody feels any pain tonight as I stand inside the rain. But everybody knows that baby's got new clothes. But I see her ribbons and her bows falling from her curls. She takes just like a woman. She makes love just like a woman. She aches just like a woman, but she breaks just like a little girl. say she is my friend. I believe I'm gonna see her again. But everybody's guessed that baby can be blessed till she finds out that she's like all the rest, with her far vitamins and her pearl. She takes just like a woman. She makes love just like a woman. And she aches just like a woman. But she breaks like a little girl. It was raining at first, and I was dying of thirst, so I came in here. Your curse hurts, but what's worse is this pain in here. Ain't it clear? I can't stay in here. I just don't quit. I believe it's time for us to quit. But when you see me introduced as friends, please don't let on that you knew me when I was hungry and it was your world. Oh, she fakes just like a woman. She makes love just like a woman. And she aches just like a woman. But she breaks just like a little girl. She breaks. It's, on the record, it's got a really weak ending on it. Anyway, that was in the key of A, that one, right? Yeah. A major. It's a folk song, it's not the blues. So somebody was trying to play along, that's not going to fit. That xylophone doesn't fit.
You picked up the ukulele first.
What?
You tried the ukulele first.
Oh, that's not in tune.
Dude, seems like when people came in, if you said, "Do you want to join us?" they might want to.
Yeah.
It's hard to break in
Yeah.
when you just walk in and everyone's ignoring you.
Well, some people just want to come in and listen up close. who really want to play come right in and ask. That's fun too. A lot of times. A lot of times, you know. They're just curious.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure most people don't come because they want to join. They're just watching.
Keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel. Keep your eyes on the road and your hands upon the wheel. Going to the roadhouse, gonna have a real good time. Let it roll, baby, roll. Roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll. All night long. All night long. Back to the roadhouse, they got some bungalows. Yeah, back in the roadhouse, they got some bungalows. That's for the people who like to go down slow. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll. All night long. All night long. Woke up this morning and I got myself a beer. Yeah, woke up this morning, got myself a beer. You know the future's uncertain and the end is always near. Let it roll, let it go, let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll. All night long. All night long. All night long. All night long. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll. All night long. Getting the hang of it a little bit.
How is Daniel?
Pretty good. I'm showing him how to play time signature changes, double time, half time. He's got a drum set. He's one of my drum set lessons. And in his class at school, his band at school, wanted to work up this song, Free Bird, Leonard Skinner. And he just was freaked out. He couldn't do it. Couldn't figure out the part. And he was just like going on YouTube and watching videos of different drummers who had isolated Bobby Burns' drum part and tried to play it. I was like, no, don't do that. Listen to the band, play the song together, and you'll understand how to play. Don't dissect it. That's pointless. What's that?
How old is
He's getting it. Then he fell in.
How old is he?
Oh, how old is he? 13, 14? 14. Anyway, so he fell skiing and broke his wrist. So he can't do the show, their concert at school.
He saved himself.
Yeah, he gets very upset when he can't figure it out, when he can't do something. And they're so impatient, that generation. They're so addicted to getting instantaneous.
Oh, it's scary.
Yeah, it is scary because they don't want to learn. They don't have any patience to learn anything.
For themselves. They don't have any patience for themselves because they've been raised on computers that
Yeah.
tell you,
Sound bites.
yeah, and give you information,
Yeah, and they think they're really
add,
smart.
subtract, divide by hand.
Yeah.
They probably use a calculator.
Yeah. From the time they were 5 or 4 or 3 now. 2.
I hate seeing 2 and 3-year-olds on the iPad.
Yeah, it's weird.
So wrong.
Why do they have,
It's like you go in a restaurant and you see a family.
all right,
And the
and
kids
each
on
of the
the
kids
iPad.
have,
It's like a
something.
way of keeping the kids distracted. Yeah, quiet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was stranded on a plane.
And I don't know how
And we couldn't take off, as the weather or whatever, backed up. And so everyone, it was a big plane, and everybody was very uncomfortable. So this one woman had a little baby, it was older than a baby, like 3 or 4 years old, and was playing this incessant game. And it was going on and on, and nobody said anything. And it was driving everybody nuts.
Why
This kid was going bing a bing a bing a bing, and it was the only sound in the whole 747.
Oh, God.
Just really rude. Finally, I said something.
Did it make a difference?
Yeah, she shut it off.
How long did you have to wait?
How long? Well, she shut it off as soon as I said something.
No, I mean, how long did you have to wait?
I put up with it for about 20, 30 minutes, but the plane, we sat there for over an hour, hour and a half. It's like Chicago or someplace, I hate that, sitting in a plane,
Yeah.
especially when people are doing stupid things like that, It's like, that's torture. What?
Imagine being a host or a hostess on a plane.
I think they're used to it. I wouldn't like it to get that job, but some people like it, obviously.
A friend sent a video of his granddaughter, 5 years old, playing a drum set with her uncle and his band, and she was pretty good, 5 years old. She's staying on the beat though. It's good. Yeah, that's what we offer. It's like you can come in and play the drums with your children, $1 a minute per child. The adults don't have to pay, but they have to play.
Got a couple. Were they both doctors?
One was a doctor and one was an architect. Just hard charges, really busy.
Was a doctor. And they schedule drumming with their, how was he, 2, 3 years old?
Yeah, he is very little, very small.
That was like the quality time they had between their work.
Yeah, they had to schedule it ahead of time, then have the nanny bring the child here, and then they both came from their businesses, from their work, and came here and drummed for, a half hour. Then everybody went their own way again.
How did the kid get home?
Well, the nanny. He's been by when we were on the street drumming. The kid's bigger now. I don't know, we had a few of them. There was one wolf. Ben? No, that was a different one. There was what?
Was there a Max?
A Max? Something like that. And Brent's kid, Chase, what was his name? Chase? Let's see, the little one. It was a weird name. It was like... It's like Durham, or it was like, it had this strange thing to it. Thank you for all of these blessings coming to us right now. Thank you for all of these blessings coming to us right sky. Thank you, powers of the 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 earth. Thank you, powers of the earth. Thank you, Okay, big ending. Here it comes. Oh,
I close my eyes, I start actually falling asleep while I'm filming.
that's a good sign.
So kind of hard to keep up with the rhythm when you're sleeping.
That's a natural rhythm.
It shows that I'm relaxed. Right. Got it. I don't know. The thing is, she's been like